All right, hold on. Are we back on the branch?
I think we are. Welcome back on the branch.
Yay! I'm back on the branch where Jamie's about to experience the wonders that is the hospital.
Yep. She's been poked and prodded a little bit and not told anything specific, just that things may or may not have been missed.
I did tell her that she missed items in the kitchen, so she is going to go re-explore the kitchen, and we'll see if she puts things together.
Yeah, and, you know, whether or not
or she's going to spend an hour trying to see what's inside that pot.
The soup.
Oh, hey. Yeah, take all the plastic bottles. I can only take one?
Only one.
But there are so many.
Highlander bottle.
You could totally fill all of those bottles up with health drink.
Chocolate milk.
Yeah, chocolate milk. That's what it looks. That's what I always thought it was. I love chocolate milk.
I mean, do they ever actually explain, like in Silent Hill lore, like what actually the medicine is? Is it just like
I think it's
liquid Tylenol?
I think it's in fact in this game maybe even I think it explains that it's like nutrition. I bet it basically comes down to I think being a protein shake kind of thing. I think
protein shakes. It helps
like
heal your bones.
Yeah. But it's got electrolytes in it.
Rondo.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's everything. I think I clicked on everything I possibly could. Let's check this room just one more time.
Ooh, she might
Fucked
get
up room with the banging pipes and the goddamn somebody's in the goddamn AC unit.
This room is important music.
There is something here, music.
What? Yeah, you know what?
Oh.
Fucking goddamn. Oh, wait, right. Beep, beep.
Just
Harry's
the way
a
that
dump
Jamie
truck.
backs up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
And
Well, Jamie might be on a track for one of the bad
failure.
endings.
That is a hell of an angle. Okay, yeah, there is some shit going on.
She thinks that's a hell of an angle. She should have seen the house that I lived in Reno. You had to duck to get into the basement.
Oh.
Okay, hold up.
It was like, I don't know what
I
Genius
can't
decided.
remember the goddamn quick button.
Circle. I think. Turns the flashlight on and off.
I don't know what Genius...
Circle button.
Circle?
Circle button.
Okay.
I don't know what Genius decided to make a 3-foot clearance into the basement from the first floor, but, you know.
What the fuck are those goddamn Get off of me, you goddamn roach!
It's a cockroach.
Fucking rat roaches! What the fuck is this shit? I do not like this music. Fuck you! Fuck you, you Silent Hill music composer!
That would be Akira Yamaoka?
On sound, bitch! Fucking hate you!
One of the
I
best
don't know you and I hate you.
game composers ever.
Next to the...
Now she gets to go into the morgue.
Oh boy,
that sounds wonderful, doesn't it?
Are there going to be more
I'm
butt
gonna go to
monsters?
the generator room
Actually, I don't
first,
think she
because
can go into
fuck
the
this
morgue.
shit!
You should check. There's going to be more
Generator
butt monsters
room.
in the generator room.
Okay.
Hey, boiler room. There must be another boss fight in there, right?
So, I'm curious now, since we're basically on track for failure.
Great.
What would you do with the bottle, with the stuff in it?
You use it to save an NPC's life at the end of the game.
Oh, because it's like a health drink.
Wait, does this mean the soda machine will work?
Actually, it might.
You could try. Maybe
Okay, I don't like
maybe
the
it'll
sound
give you
of that
chocolate milk.
startup.
So it's like health drink specifically for that NPC.
It sounds like a very slow revving Doctor Who TARDIS.
A cure for AIDS.
Yeah. Yep.
So will she still encounter him, or?
Yeah. She'll still have to.
Great.
fight.
Now I've got the haunting sound of the souls of the damned, plus a slow revving TARDIS.
So and then
That's
that would be
just what I
good
needed to
ending.
hear.
Yes, saving the person's life.
Okay,
is a good
storeroom. Maybe.
And doing another side quest late in the game.
Fuck you! I didn't want your damn supplies anyway.
Yeah, that's always depressing in a survival horror game when you find the supply room and it's locked.
Oh, thank God!
Whoosh!
Dodge that bullet.
The morgue is locked. Can't go to the morgue.
Well.
Okay,
This is a really big elevator.
Well, it's in a hospital, so it's got to fit gurneys and
I guess.
shit like that.
hold on. First, I want to stop and get a soda.
See, one of the things that I fall into the habit of doing in survival horror games is whenever I pick up a new item, I read the descriptions of the items and all that
Do
stuff.
they have that in this one?
Ah!
So if she reads the description of the bottle, I think it'll basically just tell her that it's empty.
Which would make you think, huh, I want to fill this.
Right.
That is a big fucking elevator.
But it is kind of a little bit of a logical leap, right? To think that I mean, it's spilled on the floor, right? To put it into, but it's a squirt bottle. So what you would do is you would squirt it and
Yeah.
it would suck it up.
So now all these doors up here are probably locked, like you were saying, right?
Yeah. And the last time I watched a friend
I really wish I
play
could read
through
the posters.
This friend spent like half an hour
Okay, let's
going
see.
back and forth trying to figure out
What to do
where
with
to
the
go
bottle.
and did not notice.
The 4?
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, so does the 4 not show up until after you've gone to all the floors?
To all 3.
So, I'm willing to bet that nurse is the nurse from like Silent Hill where there's pyramid heads. What? Okay.
No, I don't
so
think
what
they
the fuck
planned
was
that
the
far
point of
ahead.
coming up to the second floor?
To torment you?
Oh, I go up to the third and then come back down.
Obviously.
Clearly. Yeah, she's not
This is one of my favorite parts in the entire game. I
Man,
love
this
it.
is the weirdest
So
ass
we'll have to
elevator
see how
ever.
This plays out.
And I only say that because elevators normally don't stay on the floor you're on.
Well, there's nobody else using it, so...
That's how it works.
Okay.
Incoming reaction in 3.
Well, there's only one other door, so hopefully it ain't jammed. What the fuck? Okay. Am I missing something?
Maybe go downstairs and check all the rooms again.
Okay, hold up. I'm gonna check my damn map first. Okay. That's floor 2.
Just trying not to say anything.
Jammed. I don't see where to go.
Maybe you should re-explore and see if there's something you missed. Can you hear me? Maybe you should go back to the first floor and re-explore a little more. See if you missed something.
Alright. I was pretty sure I got everything, but apparently
See it?
not.
I did. I don't think. But that may or may
No, my
not be a
stupid
good
soda
thing.
machine's not working.
Oh well, this gives her another opportunity.
Yeah, because that was the point of no return.
That's
Was
down
clicking that,
to the
that 4
basement.
button.
Okay, that damn clanking is following me again.
We'll see. This is the absolute last chance.
Here's the creepy ass director's room.
Director's room. Uh-oh. It's like playing
What am I missing?
not Marco Polo, like
I
the
feel like
hot
I'm
hole-
missing
the
something
hot
here.
cold
I
game.
mean, like, there's so many doors and shit open in here. Other than the vial smashed on the floor, what? I wish I...
I know, right?
It's
Just
like-
like, just walking away.
I don't... I see a waste bin. I see a broken, smashed ass
Oh,
vial.
you actually have to.
You have to use it too.
Oh no! Oh no, that's not gonna happen.
I know, but I don't think it is either. Not without one of us telling her.
And we don't want to tell her, right?
I don't know. I mean, I do think I remember her saying that she wanted us to.
Then
but-
we should intrude.
But I don't remember for sure.
We should intrude. I think we should.
but I'm not gonna spoil the use for it, because that's.
Oh no! Don't do that. But I mean, I would say, Jamie, there is a thing of no return.
No, I'm not even gonna say that.
It's just so fucking nerve-wracking.
I am literally clicking on everything I can.
Because we could wipe real quick if you wanted to, like, give her a quick, like, thing.
Don't forget that if you have an item in your inventory that's relevant, you have to, like, explicitly use it from your inventory.
Do I have to use that? Or...
That's a healing item, so no.
That's as explicit as we're gonna get.
I totally use this.
We'll see if that logic.
I mean, clearly she just has to start throwing the flowers at things, right?
Okay.
Yay. We have Gatorade.
Gatorade Red.
All right.
We may get there after all.
Hopefully, maybe. I hate that we had to do that, but
you know, she did say that was the one thing, so she doesn't get the next part. So.
Right. I'm not gonna spoil the next part because I want to see if she makes that beat on her own.
Yeah.
Because this is a divisive topic within the Silent Hill community as well.
About
Silent Hill fans do not consider the good plus ending to be canonical.
Canonical.
Because
Why is that?
because they assume that there's no way that Harry could figure out what he's supposed to do with the red bottle.
Because it's just so abstract.
Because it's so obscure. Because
So
you have to make the leap of logic to think that you can even pick it up to begin with.
Let's go up to the 3rd floor and try this stuff on a locked door to see what happens. Wait. Was there floor 4 before? There was not a floor 4 before.
Seriously, I had a friend that went back and forth like every floor. Like went to floor 2, 3, back down to 1, 2, 3, back down to 1, 2, 3, back, like basement, back up and down. And like didn't notice that 4th floor button there for like half an hour.
Wow.
And I was just sitting there in the corner like,
how do you not see it?
Fortunately, she had...
we're in the fucking Shadow Realm!
Fortunately, she had picked up the bottle. And she figured that part out, I think.
I didn't want to duel, Yu-Gi-Oh! Why did you send me to the Shadow Realm?
So I'm curious. So now, all parts of the bad end are off the table completely.
No.
Well, I'm saying, like, she can't,
She still has to use it.
Well, I'm saying she can't bad or
No,
good
she still
bad.
can.
Oh, she still can.
Did the door just fucking lock behind me? Fucking hell! Motherfucking son of a goddamn cockmonger!
Jamie's so funny when she's sweary.
Right, because she could still fail to use it. And she can fail to do the other
side
quest at the end of the game, which are both
so
required.
Those are what actually determine.
Right, but if you don't get the thing here, you can't use it. So if you fail to get it here, you are locked into one of the one of the worst endings.
So I'm curious then, because there's the 2 events that are pass fail. Are there 8?
No. There's only 4 endings.
Okay.
2 by 2 is 4.
Yeah.
So,
I guess.
So it's basically you do the side quest, and you use the liquid, and you get the good plus ending, which is you save everyone's happy. But it requires that A, you picked up the red liquid, and B, that you figured that you thought to use the red liquid at the point where you're supposed to use it, which is a little bit of a leap in logic. But in order to get there, you also have to do the optional side quest that kind of sort of hints at what the red liquid is for. So you find the red liquid in the hospital director's office.
Okay,
and the hospital director is that Michael Kaufman guy who we just met with the gun in the hospital. And the side quest involves like revealing some information about the drug smuggling ring that he's running out of the
God
hospital.
damn it! It locked behind me.
And as a part of that, you find another bottle of the red liquid in one of his hidden stashes, and he
Fucking
takes
hospitals
it from
are bad
you, and is
enough.
like, "Give me that." You know,
It's
is very
mine.
forceful about it, right? Like, so it's very important.
Yugi.
You still would have to like kind of
Figure
make
out.
the leap
Fun
to
fact
figure
for
out what
you
it might
who
actually be
don't
useful
know at
for.
home.
But by doing this quest, you
Places
you know,
in
it's the
Japan
game
don't
telling
have
you
a
information.
this
fourth
thing
floor.
is really important. This guy
Because
really wants it.
Fourth floor
Why might
shares
he want it? He's also the
word
only
with
character
the
from the
word
hospital
death.
who either doesn't die
So,
or doesn't turn into a possessed monster.
Being that we're in a hospital and we're on the floor of death, I don't have a really
So-
good feeling about this.
There's some gentle implications that maybe it's got like demon warding or possession warding potential.
Yeah.
Especially not with this creepy ass motherfucking music.
So it is a leap of logic. It is a leap of
Oh,
logic.
good. We're on the third floor
And
now.
not everyone's going to make that.
Right.
But like Silent Hill fans will, or a certain subset of them will argue that it's impossible.
I mean, I wouldn't say so, because you go into that director's office, you can see, like, oh, there's
Nope,
something
nope,
on
nope,
the
nope,
floor.
nope,
Right,
nope.
well, and
So
it's,
much
and it's
nope.
clear that someone was looking for something, right?
Yeah. You think, well, hang on, there's a kitchen. Maybe there's something that I can like scoop it up and find the bottle.
Yeah,
It's
she
like,
fucking
oh,
had
well,
a knife.
I just get it in the bottle.
Right,
It's,
but
I don't think it's that
but it's,
far of a leap
well,
that
but
they're
it's
making
not
it
just that you
sound.
have
You know
to figure that you can use it for, but you also have to do it before you go to the fourth floor and can't go back.
Yeah, but I'm
Okay,
saying
she
like,
is dead.
And again, if you don't even have the item in your inventory later in the game,
what I'm more saying is like they're arguing that it's impossible for Harry Mason to have figured this out, but
it's impossible for him to figure out how
so
to
don't
use it,
like
not
this.
necessarily how to pick it up. Like nobody seems to think that he wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't think to pick it
Oh,
up.
good.
Yeah.
But the argument is that he wouldn't know
in the
what to
room,
do with it
huh?
when the point comes where he's supposed to use it.
I'll have to see when we get to that point because
And-
it's like I can definitely argue that he'd be able to figure out to pick it up. Because
Oh yes,
Why
yes,
does
but
it
that's not an argument.
Yeah.
The argument is whether or not
Building
he
is
would know what
breathing.
to do with it. And that basically comes down to, you know, just recognizing like kind of what the game is trying to because
tell you
the
about
Silent
it.
Hill games, and all of them are kind of like this, is they don't spoon feed information
Man,
to
this
you.
is
Did you give you
They,
little bits?
they give you a lot of little pieces of
feel like I'm gonna
puzzles
have a
and
fucking heart
narrative,
attack.
and rely on you to put it all
Apparently
together and
this
figure
is
out what it
where
all
the,
means.
damned
It's like
go
going
do
to a
their
tapas
laundry.
dinner, and if you fuck it up, you leave hungry.
I
Bloodstains
guess
are
I've never
bitch to
had
get out.
tapas, but
Ask any woman.
so yeah, so and I mean I'm not even necessarily saying that like the good plus ending is the right one. Like I'm just saying
Yeah.
that it and the
But they're arguing that it is not possible.
that it's like not even possible, right? And you know one of the reasons for that is later in the game, or not later in the game, but in the later games, by the same development team, there was never any references to like the character is going to be Sybil, the police officer.
Right.
There's no mentions or references to her in the later games, so people are like, oh, she must have died, just because there's no references to her, right?
So, like, because she's not there, then clearly that was not the correct choice.
Right. Which I'm like, no. I mean, like,
She got out.
yeah. I mean, she's got her own life. Like, what, you think she's going to just, like, follow Harry around the rest of his
Forever.
life? I mean,
Or whoever
and then,
is currently in
and then
Silent
what's
Hill.
what's fun, what's kind of ironic is that Silent Hill 2 has an end. Well, in Silent Hill 2, the main character doesn't necessarily
Okay, you
get
know what?
out
It's time
of
to
the
switch to
town
a freaking
either.
shotgun.
Right.
Right? And in Silent Hill 4, we meet the protagonists from Silent Hill 2's father. And he mentions that his son disappeared and never came back.
And
But
that can allude
okay.
to either he got stuck in town or
But
he just
no-
got out and never came back.
But nobody, at least I never hear it, I never hear anybody arguing that the ending in which the character from Silent Hill 2 dies is therefore the only ending that is canon for Silent Hill 2.
Right.
Everybody seems to accept that all of the endings for Silent Hill 2
Are okay.
are equally valid.
I mean,
So there's a little bit of a double standard there.
yeah. I mean,
Can't go in there.
I think it can kind of be pulled off of, like, if you were to look at this game purely from, like, the statistics, like,
Can go in here.
take everyone who's ran it the first time and the choices that they made in the game that, affect what ending you got.
Right.
On their very first playthrough. And that is essentially the, quote, chance that ending is possible, because if you're playing some sort of multiple, like, dimensions or multiple, like, timeline theory kind of thing.
Oh, that's a whole nother bag.
Well, no,
can of worms in
like,
Silent Hill, but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna
if
take
you
it
were to
'cause I don't
suppose
know what the
some
hell.
sort of multiple timeline theory where all these are happening at once, and they're just percent chances of them occurring.
So you're introducing the quantum Silent Hill
Yes,
hypothesis. Interesting. We're gonna have to put this on the Silent Hill wiki.
But what I'm saying is, like, so
I'm sure the guys from the real Silent Hill experience will love that one.
So what I'm saying is, so you look at it from a standpoint of, this is the percent chance of observing this ending.
Okay.
And it's just that the good is just so slim that it's basically just considered a rare occurrence, not that it's not possible or not,
Right.
Canonical.
And also the bad endings are both, like, out of consideration as well, because the Silent Hill 3 is a direct sequel to the first Silent Hill.
Right.
And that one rules out either of, especially the bad, in which case Harry died in the car crash, and the ending cutscene is him sitting dead in the Jeep, with blood gushing down his face.
And this is all just a fever dream in death.
Yeah, his final moments before death, his brain, I guess, coming to terms with the fact that he's dying, as he goes through this nightmare of looking for his daughter.
Okay.
Because he's worried about her.
And then fails, and passes on, or whatever.
And that's it. The end.
But then Silent Hill 3 comes along and makes references to what happens to him after the events of the game.
As fun as it is to bring it up again, Quantum Silent Hill.
Right.
Silent Hill 3 then is just a chance of happening after those specific events.
And then to make things even more interesting and to almost support your Quantum Silent Hill
Harry,
idea,
you don't want to take the random
the
drugs?
Silent Hill Shattered Memories game, the one that was on the Wii,
the quote remake.
The quote, the what they call it a reimagining, basically presumes the bad ending for the first game, in which Harry died in the car accident.
I don't know. I kind of like Quantum Silent Hill.
And then the daughter then is in denial that he's dead, and she builds this, like, fantasy world where he is still wandering Silent Hill looking for her.
Oh, I want that light on.
And you're playing from that perspective.
And you play from her imagining him exploring Silent Hill looking for her.
Right.
So we've got a divergent, multiple parallel timeline.
I don't know. I think it has some merit. What do you think? We got Quantum
Well, you know what?
Hill
It's not possible, because everybody in Shattered Memories does not have goatees.
Okay.
And we all know that in a parallel dimension, everybody has to have a goatee.
Well,
or a cowboy hat.
That's also assuming that that's just the observed things. Like, maybe there is a parallel
of
that.
Oh, knock it off.
Where they all have goatees and cowboy hats.
Parallel universe means goatee or cowboy hats.
Well, that's parallel universe, not Quantum Silent Hill.
You know what? I think I would not be surprised if there's an alternate costume for Harry in Silent Hill Shattered Memories that has him wearing a cowboy hat.
Turtle. Why?
I mean,
okay.
That would totally not surprise me. I don't know if it's in there, but...
Well, since I can't tab onto my phone
shit?
and look this up, we should look it up after the session to see, if that's a thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we'll maybe have to do that.
I really wish there was a save point. Let me just double check my health. I'm green. Okay.
And notice how the game is doing a very effective job right now of spooking her simply through audio design and audio cues.
And not actually...
She is terrified by the background music and jumping at little sounds that are, in the big picture, inconsequential.
Because it's there to just mess with you.
Right.
That's the point, is to fuck with people. So I'm curious, because we had a boss
Oh,
in the
thank
school.
God there's a save point.
Is there a boss of the hospital?
Actually, no. I don't think there is.
We get through
there are I think 2 insta-death traps.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
But I don't think there is not a boss. What happens is after she
picking
leaves,
up ammo in this
she's
game
gonna
is
go
like
outside
answering if
and
you're a
explore
god.
more of the city.
Oh,
and then there's
going to
be
dark outside.
There's going to be she's
okay.
gonna see
I think I'm going to be able
outside.
to come back to this room because
then there's
it
gonna be
has a VHS, a VCR.
boss fight
outside.
Outside.
Ah.
So it kind of, but it's a pretty large
Ask
chunk though.
for a god,
You can kind of
say
consider that to be
yes.
the boss of the
Yeah,
hospital.
I kind of consider though that leaving the hospital and exploring more outside is and
Still
he
part of the
made a
hospital.
notation on the map for the video. Again, it's another example of the things I love about the Silent Hill map system.
Okay.
But it's actually a pretty large chunk of. I mean, it's not like huge. It's you know, I mean, it's the kind of thing where you can do it in like probably like 15 or 20
Oh
minutes,
shit! Bitch,
or
get
you could
off me!
spend like an
Ah!
hour doing it. You know, before you do that boss. So I kind of think of it
Crazy
as like
ass
a
bitch.
different level,
Shit!
but it's kind of in like a gray area.
Yeah. It basically depends on how you mentally divide up the game.
Yeah, it's probably going to depend on whether or not you stop playing and put
Okay,
the controller
that
down.
was just plain up, straight ass bad game design because I could not change my angle. And now I can't get around.
Now,
the
now
dead
we've
bot.
gotten
There
to
we
the
go.
true sign of a gamer, blaming the game design.
Yeah, that's right.
Clearly, I'm not at fault. It's the game.
Well,
Yeah,
in
pick up
her
the thank
defense,
you.
know, these
Give me
games
the hell
were
drink.
notoriously clunky,
And cheap.
and that was why Resident Evil 4 had to turn it into a over-the-shoulder
Apparently,
shooter,
I'm gonna need
It
like
kept
a
the tank
screwdriver
controls.
At some point.
which was the thing that everybody complained about. But you just move the camera, and suddenly it's okay. And they didn't. In the original release of Resident Evil 4, there was also no strafe command.
Bitch needed to be strapped down to that chair.
But it was a
bed
fucking
there.
shooter.
Yeah.
And that was the thing that really just killed RE4 for me, was because the game forced you to run around blind corners and get jumped by enemies on the other side, because you couldn't sidestep or corner people
Anything else over
or
here?
anything.
Yeah.
And you couldn't move with
No.
your gun drawn either.
Okay.
Really?
Yep, correct.
Once you had your gun out, you were just like, I'm stationary.
Right, yeah, because you had to aim.
Mm.
And if you remember, it was on the GameCube, and the GameCube only had the one joystick, and then it had that like weird yellow.
The C stick.
Yeah, which you would not use the C stick for aiming and targeting reticle. So once you drew the gun, you had to use the movement stick.
1 out of 10 would not.
Which,
visit
I mean, they
this
didn't have to do
hospital
that,
again.
right? Because the D-pad could have been used for moving.
Crazy ass
Yeah.
nurses
But they
attack
wanted
you with
you to be able to
knives.
use the
They
stick.
didn't like doing that.
Right. I mean, you wouldn't want to, because then you would have to exclusively lock movement to the D-pad and not even let players move with the stick. But then to aim the gun, you would need to use the stick.
It's not
So
an
it would be like
elevator.
it would
It's
be really
a
awkward.
elevator.
Uh-oh, we've got bad Jamie puns.
Yep. Look, the 4th floor is gone.
Yep,
Floor
you
of death is gone.
can't go back.
There is no returning.
No
Am I back in
return.
the regular world? Of course not.
That would
You
be,
wish.
that would be too easy. And in fact, the hospital,
Damn
what
it.
she played at the beginning before getting into the elevator, that's
Okay.
all of the real-world
Up we
hospitals she's
go
going to
again.
see.
Ever?
Yeah,
Wow.
Apparently I
well,
have
in
to
this
go
game, I
downstairs
mean...
and unlock it from the
Well,
hard
and
way.
yeah, because in none of the sequels never go back to Alchemilla Hospital. They all go to a different hospital on the other end of town, which is actually not a hospital. It's actually a mental institution
Yeah, it's a special
for
hospital.
crazy people. And then Silent Hill Origins decided to add a sanitarium to the city as well.
Is that where you send sane people?
Yeah, I guess. So this small little lakeside resort town, apparently, according to the makers of Silent Hill
Has a
Origins,
hospital?
needs 2 mental institutions.
I mean, there's just a lot of crazy people.
Yeah, all those cultists.
It's all that inbreeding.
All those cultists with their floweroses and their red liquids. How are we doing on time, by the way?
I really just wish it didn't change the camera angle on me.
I mean,
What are we at, 30-something minutes?
We're closing in on it. Like, we can end, like, soonish, like, whenever you kind of feel like it. Like I said, we're trying to push these a little longer just so that...
Well, because
We
again,
get through the game.
survival horror is a very slow...
Otherwise we'd be playing Silent Hill for the next 2.5
You stay over there,
months.
bitch.
And you guys would have like
Die.
100 episodes.
I mean, yeah.
You'd have a third of the year. You can release every day, and...
Well, the idea is to finish this in time for Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Because nothing
Because
says...
Halloween is 3 months long now.
Yeah, because nothing says Christmas like survival horror.
Exactly. And then starting on New Year's, we're going to do Silent Hill 2, right?
Oh yeah, we'll just become the Silent Hill channel.
Right. Right. Perfect.
Just make that secret side project that you wanted.
Okay.
Make your own like YouTube channel and stuff, things that you never had time for.
Mm-hmm.
Where the...
Oh, I'd love to be able to make my own YouTube commentary stuff, but it's just a time investment. I mean, just writing the blog is time-consuming enough. Like, just finding still screenshots is a pain. Like, editing footage is like, you know, I ain't got time for that.
I certainly understand you.
If I had a kick-ass Patreon kind of thing set up and people were, you know, I didn't have to work full time.
Money.
Okay,
then,
that's
yeah.
creepy as hell.
But unfortunately, you have to have the channel first. So it's a chicken and egg kind of
Lydia
thing.
Finley.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I didn't get in on the ground level, so...
Mm-hmm. And our Patreon's just kind of like stagnating. I mean, I tried to like update it even though we had like no one on there. I'm just kind of like,
Okay,
I'll just try to revisit this at some
maybe
point.
I'll give you $1.
I am not yawning
nice.
because I am bored.
And then-
I am
Just so
yawning
there's
because
just so that it
late.
doesn't say 0.
And then the Patreon takes their
I guess you could say
15%
this
cut
is
or
a
whatever.
rather grim
Yeah,
list.
that's probably.
It's like 10 or 15%. I have a couple friends that
I
use
will
it
come
for.
back.
So she's coming up on an actual puzzle here now too.
Oh boy.
The toilet's
A
blocked.
puzzle that's not put the liquid in the water
Shitter's
bottle,
clogged.
which is admittedly the hardest
shitter's
puzzle in
clogged.
the friggin' game.
is to know to put the liquid in the to put the lime in the coconut.
Well, and having a statute of limitations on when you can do it as well.
Okay.
That's immediately like right there.
But I am the fact that the kitchen is actually geographically first before getting to the director's office.
Yeah.
I was actually really confused before. I
'Cause you
thought
thought the director's
the director's office was the doctor's office, which is like that first room she went into.
Not today, bitch.
So the fact that you are supposed to find the water bottle first, I think should make that,
It makes you think
that
I'm
leap a
supposed
lot
to put
easier.
something in here.
Right, and then you find, oh, liquid spilled on the floor. I got an empty water bottle. There's liquid. Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna take
whatever.
the lighter, light this bitch on fire.
No, that's not this game. That's the Resident Evil remake where you light the zombies on fire. Which, again, I'd like to say is the RE
I think I'll
remake
go
is
through these.
exceptional, fantastic game. If
Okay.
you like survival horror and you have not played the Resident Evil remake on the GameCube or on PSN or on Steam, and I don't know if it's on
And then
Xbox
I
Live
go
or
to the
not.
nurse.
Whatever,
It's fantastic. Like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, whatever. I love it.
Would do again.
Oh yeah.
Can't see it, but I'm shooting anyway.
Jamie's fucking action hero and this is like just rolling through. Uh-oh, scary music's on. Just start shooting.
She's friggin' went Rambo. And I hope she's not gonna waste all her bullets on something that can't be killed.
Yeah, she's gonna waste all
What
of her
the
bullets.
fuck is that?
It's a tentacle monster.
She hadn't figured out yet that the gun doesn't do anything.
Oh,
And why won't it die?
Some death things or...
Hold up.
Don't you know what? This might not be a death trap. This might just be a puzzle thing. So there might only be one instant death trap in the hospital, and I don't think this is it.
Do I do this? Okay, no. Oh! Do I use the lighter?
Oh my goodness. No, she's supposed to use the blood.
Mm.
Because it's drinking the blood.
Okay.
Wait, she has blood?
Ew.
Yeah, she's got a packet.
Oh.
There you go. Japanese tentacle
Ew.
monster.
Hey, a post-it note.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, you can have your snack, buddy. I'm gonna just let you have your Jello pudding.
Red Jello pudding.
Wish I could have lit it on fire. That would have made more sense.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have gotten to drink all the blood.
Okay,
Thirsty monster.
I am prepared for a bunch of those nurse bitches.
Yeah, if you have any ammo left.
Okay.
Are you
This
kidding?
is the
Jamie still has
worst
like
nurse's
300 bullets left. I'm
station
sure.
I
Not
have
for the
ever
shotgun.
seen.
Yeah, she's using the pistol right now.
I know. I think she's using the shotgun.
Clouds following over a hill. Sky on a sunny day. Tangerines that are bitter. Lucky four-leaf clover. Violets
I like how
in,
it actually
in the
says
garden.
it on the paper there. It's just really hard to read.
Dandelions along a path. Unavoidable sleeping time.
Death.
Grim Reaper's list. Liquid flowing from a slashed wrist. Well then.
Oh, is that all of the plaque thingies that she's getting?
Yep.
Hooray, I figured the thing out.
They're color coded.
So now the question is, does Jamie figure it out? Oh yeah.
Is there a mock turtle in
Okay,
Alice in
so these
Wonderland?
are all Alice in Wonderland.
I've never actually read Alice in Wonderland, so outside of like the Disney cartoon, I don't.
I mean, it's basically the same, right?
Yeah.
Except like someone probably dies at the end.
Uh-huh. And I only have 3.
Sorry, what was your question?
I don't
Sky
remember.
on a sunny day, tangerines that are bitter, lucky 4-leaf clover, violets in the garden, dandelions along a path, unavoidable sleeping time, liquid flowing from a slashed wrist.
I mean, we could cut here and next time on the branch.
Okay.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's going to be for her to get the last piece and solve it.
Well, let's do that then. We'll next time on the branch. Jamie,
What?
say next time on the branch.
Oh. Okay. Wait, next time on the branch.
There we go. Good job, Jamie. Say next time on the branch. Okay.